Here we are. So another live stream, carpool chat here in Hershey, PA. We'll give it a minute or two to see if anybody pops in. If you get a notification for this, and that's awesome. I don't know if it's pushing it out or not. I don't know. But I did come prepared with a list of things to talk about today. So if somebody does show up and is interested in hearing what I have to say, I did turn the air conditioner down. Well, it's still on a little bit because I will sweat to death if not. Um, and hopefully it will not get so hot that it'll overheat again. Hello, William. Thank you. Good to see you, bud. So today in the carpool chat, just for the update, the carpool this morning actually moved a little bit more closely, moved a little bit more smoothly than it had been in the last couple of days. So I don't know if that was something that they had done. It seemed like they started a bit earlier, so that is good. We're still out of here about the same time because I was far enough back during the line, but oh well, it is what it is. um, but yeah, so I'm still here. I'm a little bit farther down the line today than I have been, so I have to wait for Parker. But he's going to be upset that I'm not, like right in the front of the line. But what are you going to do? Patience. Learn patience. All right, so let me get my little list here. It's true. I did make some notes, and it is on an envelope of a piece of junk mail because I couldn't find anything else. But I do have it set up here. So we did the carpool update. First of all, I was wrong about the RV show. The RV show is actually this weekend, not next weekend, or not last weekend. So thankfully, I didn't try to go to the RV show and see what it was about because I would not have been able to get in. I was at the supply store in Chocolateville this morning, and there were people going in and getting set up, and it seemed like there was like something going on that you were a part of, whatever. But yeah, so I don't know exactly what was happening there, but it doesn't officially start until this weekend. So maybe this weekend I will go and check out the car show. It's a pretty big deal. I mean, there's like the entire Giant Center parking lot. Sorry, I feel like I'm shaking too much, but I hold better with this hand. I can't set it down because my pop socket doesn't reach the base and it doesn't hold it up. Anyway, the entire parking lot, the Giant Center, is filled up with RVs and campers right now, and then it'll overflow, and they'll have to park in the grass like they do for concerts, and it's a big deal. It's a big deal. I saw a Mercedes-Benz van representative there today, so big stuff, big deal. What else? Okay, so another thing that I wanted to tell you that I'm doing is it seems like over the last couple of weeks I've been just like the perk to having your phone on you at all times is with a video camera in it is that you can just record anything at any given moment. So I have some bits and pieces things that I want to compile into a blog. So if you like see a post with like random weird stuff or random everyday things, like I'm just gonna compile them into a blog. It's probably not gonna be very long, but I have some things like I never posted first day of school stuff for the kids that I feel badly about. And then like this weekend we went for a Sunday drive with Poppy. It was pretty neat. Nice. Hey Jamie, thanks for stopping in. WrestleMania. Go check them out on YouTube. Um, thanks for stopping by to say hi though. Yeah, so if you see like a notification for a random blog or a random blog, bits and pieces things, that's what that is. I just wanted to give people a heads up so I'm trying not to deviate too far from the Hershey stuff. It seems like um, the Hershey stuff is kind of like where my channel is going right now. So I'd love to do all the things in Hershey, especially with fall coming. There's going to be lots going on. I need to get downtown. I want to do the farmers market. Um, what else? There's like some nice, there's different places around town that we could visit. And there's a couple places I haven't been to in a while that I would like to stop and see as well. So I just saw somebody post that a Clifford movie is coming out on Friday. I had no idea about that. I didn't know anything about a Clifford movie. Clifford, okay. Is it like a live action Clifford movie? Like, is it like real? What kind of dog is Clifford? Oh, I forget. He's a big red something or other. But yeah, is it like live action? Like, um, did they morph him even bigger? I don't know. Weird. So that's that. Today is Milton Hershey's birthday. If you didn't know, today is Milton Hershey's 164th birthday. Yeah, so the town here usually does a nice thing for that. I don't know. Last year they didn't really because of everything. But I don't know if they're doing something downtown tonight or not. But it is Milton Hershey's birthday. They used to give out like cupcakes in the park. So This town is very grateful and thankful for Mr. Hershey. They are very happy that he didn't give up and that he kept going and eventually got to a point where now we have the Hershey products and the Hershey bars and everything, and it's just amazing. So, yeah, happy birthday, Mr. Hershey. And the school, too, Mount Hershey School. Um, Hershey Park complaining. Oh, so okay. So this is going to be the big focus for my blog or my live stream today. There's a couple of Hershey Facebook groups. Okay, so there's one group called Hershey Park Pass Holders, and it's supposed to be all people who are pass holders in at Hershey Park. And it's run by a friend of ours, Gabriella, who works at Hershey Park as well. She works for East Coast Mini Donuts. She works in Hershey Park. I don't know if she works directly for it, but it doesn't matter. She's a very, very cool girl. So check out her socials and stuff. You can follow her, and check out the Hershey Park Pass Holders group on Facebook as well. Um, guess what time is? What time is it? Sweet spot, like 3:15. Time for a live stream, carpool chat. Is that where you're getting at? You're right. Anyway, back to the Hershey Park Pass Holders group. So somebody posted a post in there this morning about a blog they wrote, or a blog that they read by, let me see the name, Facts and Figment blog. Okay, so and in this blog, it was this guy from somewhere up north. Carpool chat. You're right. It is time for carpool chat. Anyway, he kind of went on this whole long rant. They came down. They stayed here. They stayed at the lodge. They went to the Chocolatier. They went to Hershey Park. He said, he did say that some things were great, some things were good, but he did say a lot of pretty nasty things. And at the end of the blog, it got to where he was talking about something about his son, or one of his kids, I don't know specifically, tried to win something out of a claw machine, and they put $5 in, you get 3 tries, and of course, he didn't win anything, and then on the last try, it like picked something up and it dropped it, and he just happened to catch like a couple of Hershey Park employees like snickering and laughing that the kid, lost, didn't win the prize. So at any rate, now there's all these people who are reading this. Oh, so what he did was then he complained about how poorly that they behaved. He complained to one person. They sent him to somebody else. They complained to them, and then he felt like there was no real remorse or anything given to him, about what happened to his son and how his son was laughed at because he didn't win the claw machine, which those things are hard to win anyway. Aside from the fact, and then so it got to the point that eventually he received a phone call from somebody in upper service management who, apologized up and down and this and that and tried to make everything good. And now he looks forward to coming back next year and trying again. Okay, so here's my thing about this, and I'm kind of tired of seeing the posts about, like these bloggers or whoever who come and they're here once a year, once every 6 months, something like that, and they have one day they probably spent like 3 hours in the park, and then they decide to complain. I don't think it's a fair representation of what Hershey Park is, and I hate it that it gets put in print and then gets whatever attention from somebody else because this person had an angle to write a clickbaity article and then get some kind of response from it. So here's my thing. So I would be more inclined to follow an article or a review or a blog post from somebody that's actually here, that visits the park. I mean, I'm not saying it has to be somebody in town. Like, we live in town, great. We go to the park all the time. Do we have good days at the park every single time we go there? No. There are days that it's actually kind of, it feels kind of worthless. Like, you can't, the lines are too long, it's too busy. Ooh, say it, don't spray it. The lines are too long, it's too busy, the food's not that great, the service isn't that great, whatever, it happens. But, you have to keep it in a context of, is it different now than it was before the shutdown last year and everything, and when we attended Hershey Park before? I believe it is, and I believe that there are some things that are better now than they were before then, and I believe that there's still some things, it's consistent with what people think of as far as how the park is being handled. I need a quick drink. Sorry. I'm not sick. I'm just like worn out. I can't believe I talked this much for this long period of time. Don't at me for the Coke. I know it. I should be drinking water. All right. So my biggest thing is that people complain about the staff, and like they're not being enough staff, and the staff that was there isn't professional and stuff like that. Okay, like when you were in high school and you were a college kid, did you like really 100% care about your job when you worked, your summer job? Um, were you like 100% bona fide service seeking whatever employee, blah blah blah, and just out to do your absolute 100 best every time with a big smile on your face? I don't think so. Um, it's very disheartening that somebody has one day in a park where they encounter this and then that's it. So that's my first beef. And a lot of them are high school kids and college kids. And yeah, it's a theme park, but I think that, some of these bloggers that come on and they say stuff about Hershey Park, it's like an instant comparison to Disney and Universal. Okay, Disney and Universal, they have employees that are making a living off of being park employees. They can do that. Their park is open year round, and it's that's it. There's also some high school and college kids. They just do it like part time. They do it here. They do it there. It's hard to have a sustainable living from being a park employee. I'm sure. Like like it's not enough. So I don't think you're going to get people who are 100% committed service to their job. I think people are always going to try to do the best job they can, but I think that a lot of those employees are thinking, hey, it's just a park. It's just an amusement park. Like, lay off. Well, anyway, I'm kind of bent about that. And then the fact that you would need to go, and if so this whole situation with the claw machine, he wasn't really specific about who the employees were, what exactly they were saying. He just kept saying they just kept laughing, and they turned a corner and they kept laughing some more, and they were still going at it and they were still laughing. Like, I don't, I don't know. Do you think that like if there's some employees that are really just like hell bent on going out there and just like snickering at kids who lose a claw machine? I don't think so. Like, I'm sure that there's like there's always that like crowd that stands around and watches, and if you don't get it, they're like, oh, it's just, and it's unfortunate. You lose. Okay, so what? It happens. I think that the lesson should have been more for the kid, for the parent, to teach the kid to be like, okay, so you lost. I'm sorry that you lost, and whatever. People are mean. Just go on. But no, he had to take it like 3 levels so he would get a phone call. And I'm not sure that this is what happened, but I'm pretty sure that when he was putting in information, they were laughing. He said that they were laughing at the kid when the kid lost the claw machine for the 3rd time. And so what happened on the 3rd try was that it picked it up and it brought it over and it dropped it before it dropped it out so that he could get it. So it was like he had it and then he lost it. So, and this guy is saying that the Hershey Park employees were laughing at the boy because he lost on that try. So whatever. Hi Corey, it's good to see you by the way. Um, so um, so my thought there is like, this is more of a teachable moment for a parent to a child than it was for a parent um, to feel the need to go and like make a big stink about this with management at the park. I think so. By going and like I was going to say before, I don't know that he did this, but I'm almost kind of like, I've seen this before and I've seen what it was, and like, did he drop that he was a blogger and then all of a sudden he's staying here in town and he's going to go back and he's going to write this review and how disappointed he was, and yeah, now he gets a phone call from somebody because of course they're going to try to correct it and they're going to make it work, make it right. I just I think that it was played, and I think that everybody's played who's reading the blog. Do the people here agree that there's some issues in the park that need to be worked out? Absolutely. I mean, like, you have a whole park, you don't have enough staff to. It really is. It really is. And that was one of the things that he said, Corey. He said in the blog that the manager was like, I feel really badly. We can send you the prize and whatever. It's like, really, really. I mean, come on. But poor me, poor me, poor me. Exactly. And also, this guy is a big Disney, a big Universal person, so he's instantly comparing the service level at Disney and Universal service. I don't know. I haven't been to Universal enough times to really make a judgment about that, so I won't say anything. Like, it wasn't bad when we went. I won't say that. But of course, Disney has a separate level altogether. It's just a different thing. Um, but yeah, like, really, did you have to go and do that at that level 3 times up to get a phone call from somebody who is now maybe trying to make things better for you? I don't know. I think it was kind of unnecessary. I think it was unnecessary to post that in a blog, and I'm kind of tired of reading blogs of people that are coming in and saying the same things over and over just to like make Hersheypark look bad. Look, it's been a rough year. It's been a rough year here. It's been a rough year there. It's been a rough year for everybody. We aren't denying those facts. We know that. Everybody's aware of it. I think Hersheypark did a pretty good job this summer. There were a couple days where I was like, wow, yeah. So it's kind of rough here. There's not that much open. Um, a lot of the food places weren't open, snack places. Would I be frustrated if it was like my big summer event and I put out money to come here and do that and then there was nothing there? Yeah, but I mean, but also if you're doing your homework, like you should know in advance enough. Like if you're living in a bubble and you haven't looked at anywhere or heard anything online about anything, there are different standards than regional parks. You're right, Corey, and a lot of Hershey Park still holds that small town America feel. It's still very carnival-ish, if you will say. I mean, so we have the Tilt-A-Whirl, the Scrambler, and those kind of things. Like, it's just I don't know. There's not. There's some rides that are themed for Hershey Park, but a lot of them are still basic carnival rides. So, but what was I saying? I forgot. About Hershey Park being, I don't know. I lost my thought. Anyway, so but that's it. I just don't think that it's fair to go on and I know what it was. So if you were living in a bubble in a cave and you hadn't heard of anything that was going on, then all of a sudden you were like, we're going to Hershey Park. It's our 3-day trip in the summer. It's going to be amazing, and it's going to be exactly like it was, before everything shut down. And now that things are reopened, we're 100% back to normal, and it's all good. And you come here, and then you're disappointed. Then, I mean, you shouldn't kind of look at, like, we see people in these groups all the time. Like, I'm pretty active in Hershey Park pass holders, and there's a group Hershey Park connoisseurs, and there was one that I won't even say anymore that I was part of, but I'm not part of anymore. That they people ask all the time, like, is the park busy today? How's it going? Are things open? You're always going to do your homework. You're always going to ask, especially if it's that important to you. So to come here and then have your days where things aren't open and the rides are closed and you feel like you've wasted all your money and it's just a lost experience altogether. I'm sorry. It sucks. It does. It sucks. It happens. I know it happens. But I think we're at a different point now where like we've got to kind of be adults and just be like, okay, not everything's going to work out in our favor, and it stinks, and maybe we'll try again. I'm just going to kind of let this one roll off my back. People are really, really slamming Hershey Park this year, like really slamming it. I see it everywhere. I follow up on a lot of blogs. I follow up on a lot of things on Twitter on people posting. I know people from Orlando who come here to go into the park. Yeah, I know. And then that's the thing too. So then, on top of everything, when we have the unfortunate accidents where like Skyrush broke, that's like one of the best rides in the park. So people, that's an unfortunate loss. Sometimes Fahrenheit isn't working right. We just got Storm on her back. Excuse me. So, like I was saying before, we have other people who come here from different parts of the United States or whatever who live in more theme park areas and come here and expect it to be exactly like it is down there. It's not. It's not the same. It's different. And you have to get off that pedestal of thinking that you're pretty much all that coming up here and that you're going to complain and was it? Oh, jeez. Sorry, Corey. Oh, I know. It's maybe they just get too much wear. I don't. Maybe they just get like powered through too much, but I don't know. Yeah. You can tell the people who are looking here that can seek it out and have a good time and be positive and be like, okay, so what? I missed this, I missed that. I still got to do this, still got to do that. Whatever. You can also see the people who come here and are like, I can't even go in the park because there's just so much bad stuff. It's just dumb. And then if you do come here and you do experience something bad, the last place you need to go is on Twitter or another social media site or write your own blog and be like, these are all the horrible things that happen. Maybe you should angle yourself as writing some of the things. Okay, so this is not what this was expected, but this is what we made of it, and this is what happened. This is what you can still do if you want to outreach and make it a more positive experience. So I guess that's all I'm going to say about that. I get a little vocal. I'm just so sad to see um, that people would slam the park and Hershey in general just because of things that are out of their control. I think it's dumb. If you don't like it, then you should have waited. There's a lot of people buzzing, that they even going to bother to renew their season passes for next year? Am I going to renew my season pass? Absolutely, I'm going to renew my season pass. I think that's silly, and I think that unless you had a completely miserable experience every single time you went there, and maybe there are some people that do, um, I don't think it's that bad. And I think for what you pay when you buy a season pass at Hersheypark, it is less than 3 visits for a season pass, the cost. So to me, that seems silly, and that's like the top tiered season pass. That's a king size season pass. Um, Seems silly to me not to want that you miss out for an entire summer. Like we came here quite a bit this summer, and even though we didn't come as much as I think we would have liked or we would have under different situations, like yeah, we missed a lot of the evening hours, and that's a big part of it too. I understand, but yeah, so we'll renew, and we'll be back next year, and we'll be here in September, October, probably November and December. New Year's Day, yes. We want to go out west, Corey. We're looking at it. We're looking to see, maybe doing Disneyland. So I would love to go out that way and do that whole that side too. So, and I've heard of Knott's Berry Farm. I heard that that's a good time, good time as well. I'd like to go there. So, but that's my thoughts and feelings on that. Anybody's free to comment below. I'm all up for a healthy discussion on it. If you think that I'm wrong in my position, you can tell me. I'm not gonna bite. I like to debate these things a little bit. I just wish people would give Hersheypark a break, especially after the year that we've had. I'm just glad that it was open this year. Honestly, I am glad that it was open, and they could have opened it, and they could have, what they could have done? They could have opened it and just had some of the park open like they do for Candy Lane or Hersheypark in the dark. Like maybe just left the whole section of it closed off, not to be used, and then that way, whatever. That's that. Um, I guess one of the other things too that he complained about was air conditioning inside. I've never had a problem with air conditioning on the inside rides. I don't know if that's something common or not either, but I decided to comment and be like, these are my thoughts and feelings, and the comment completely disappeared. So I don't know if he didn't agree and deleted it, or just didn't want the negative connotation on his blog as well, which is fine. But I'm happy to have a conversation about it. Um, and if you know me on Twitter, I'm happy to answer and defend anything that needs to be defended. So, what time is it now? Wow, I can't believe we're at 23 minutes already. Okay, Carpool's going to start rolling here in about 2 minutes. So, anything else anybody wants to bring to the table quickly? I will be probably live here again tomorrow, every day. Yeah, yeah. He publicly complained because he went home. So, like you can go home and then you can right behind a keyboard, and that's it. So, Corey, you're well aware of the fun that we've had on Twitter with people who have said things that don't need to be said, and defending the position of being kind and being nice and everything else. So I wasn't looking to start a war. I'm never looking to start a war with somebody, but if I feel that you have been unfair in your position and you don't understand or maybe see your position, that's why. And people have done it to me. I've gone on and I have said things and I've done things. I've kind of like jumped the gun and make conclusions about things. And somebody's like, did you look at from this angle? And no, I didn't. And then I eat my words and I probably delete it too. So, social media is fun, right? Unjust and unfair. Yeah. So, but oh well. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to wrap this up for today. I'm at 24:27 already. So, like I said, I'll be back again tomorrow. I don't know if I should just book these things out if I'm going to be here. But the thing is, I like to take my picture in the car to make the thumbnail right before I go live, so it looks like it's fresh. I mean, like I don't have like a generic live carpool photo. Maybe I should just go and take like 5 different shirts or something, and just sit in my car and take pictures and make it look like it's a live poll, a live poll. a carpool chat every time. That way I have my thumbnails made up ahead of time. So that way if I'm ready, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do one. But I think it looks a little more authentic if I'm doing it right in the moment. But, oh well. All right, guys, we're going to start rolling here. So it's great to see you all. Happy birthday, Milton Hershey. I just posted a blog about what's new at the supply store and at Chocolate World. If you're looking for the Squishables, good luck. They're gone. I think they'll get more. I think they're just kind of playing the, no, that's it. That's all we have. Hallmark stores are supposed to have them. I called a couple and they don't even know what I'm talking about. So, but I will keep checking Chocolate World. I will keep checking. Somebody said they were at the supply store too. So when I was at the supply store today checking out new merch, I looked for them, but I didn't see any. So, if you're looking for Halloween stuff and squishable things, I did like a general, like a quick thing, and all the marketing wasn't up, and it felt really vague and really weird. And every year I do like a nice Halloween preview thing. So once maybe all the marketing is up, then I will go and I will do that as well. Supply store vlog is up now. Also, if you're into comic books, I posted a comic book vlog of some comic books I found in my basement that I thought were worth thousands and thousands of dollars in Jackie's father's basement. I don't know that they're worth thousands and thousands of dollars, but they might be. If you're into comic books, check it out. Maybe you can help me out. All right, guys. Carpool line starting to move. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. See ya.